Now, I don't know why, it's like all of a sudden I have to blog. But I do have my full makeup on. I don't have any jewelry. But it's an exciting time. It's an exciting kind of thing here that's going on. And I don't know if I've said it. And I don't know, I never know whether this is a blog or not. I do see blurring going on, which I wasn't seeing before. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's October 8th. October 8th. 8 days out of my time. Um, I know you're like, why can't you say stuff? 8 days out of my time of my 3 years and 6 months. And I remember there was a word from Spirit of Prophecy that said, if things are going slower than you think, let me find it. Oh, I can't. Internet is not working. If things are going slower than you think, because you're not thought, don't get discouraged. Do not get discouraged. And really, there's no reason to be discouraged because the Holy Spirit is in charge of my life. He's got things going on around me. The spirit realm is active. And as I speak about the spirit realm, I speak about the angels who are in charge of me, who have been put in charge of me, my guardian angel, all the other angels that are dealing with the different work that God has put in my life. I know that there's busy stuff going on. A word came to mind yesterday, pilgrim. And there's a word in the Bible that says, and it's right here, excuse me, um, Psalm 84:5. Psalm 84:5. Blessed is the woman or man whose strength is in you, whose heart is set on pilgrimage. So God is really excited about those of us that are ready. And then the word was, it was actually September 30th. It's my last day on this particular journey. And I heard the Lord say, take the highway, the narrow road that leads to salvation. Refuse to sit down and become stagnant in your current spiritual condition. Challenge yourself to press on in the way of progression and mount up to greater heights in the realm of the spirit. Set your heart on pilgrimage. The way of the lazy man is like a hedge of thorns, but the way of the upright is a highway. And I realized after so many months, 3 years, 42 months, at least, and probably more than that, of hearing the Lord say, do this, move up, that it means in the spirit realm. It means spiritually. So a few days ago when I was doing all kinds that was Wednesday, just before Carol came back from Disney World, all kinds of spiritual warfare up in that place. It wasn't to do with her, it was me. And it was just, I just went through the whole list of the demonic forces that I've so far had told to me. Just repenting from different ways that I've let them come in by different thoughts and attitudes and manners. It was just really amazing. So I'm really excited about the journey that's ahead of me. I've also was working with declaring and decreeing over myself. Just amazing things that were happening. And I did blog yesterday and talk about the unbelievable wealth Carol saw in her life. She was like, "What's happening? How come my bank account is like that?" You know. But she hadn't looked at it for a while, and then she's looking at it, and she's looking at her credit report. I guess they do a credit report for her. She says, "That can't be my score. My score is that great. How did I get that score?" You know? And I was saying to her how God has been saying unbelievable things are going to happen. And I believe that it's happening for me now. I mean, this may not look like anything to y'all, but the Lord knows I love jewelry. And a friend in Kenya, in Ghana, sent me this ring. Isn't it pretty? I mean, it's just such a Carol ring. It's just, I know to y'all it's nothing. But it's one of those, I have to put those pictures so you can see. It actually, see how it stands up on my hand? Never seen it. I've seen it on TV and I've always gone, oh, that's ostentatious. But now I've got it. I don't think it's so ostentatious. With matching pearls. You know, it's funny how people see you and know you. Like, that's how Goyim Wale, his name is Goyim Wale. That's how Goyim Wale sees me. That's how he sees me. And his wife. I know they watch my show over there on YouTube. They see me as someone with white pearls. And it's not pearls. Pearls is beads. It's like pretty, just different colored beads. And I mean, different, it's like strategized beads. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like marbly design on the beads, white beads. But that he would use white, a whiter look. It's like, you know, pearls, diamonds and pearls, I'm just that. Purple and diamonds and pearls. Something like that. Electric blue, different colors like, Anyway, am feeling that the Holy Spirit is saying, blog on, do the work I've told you to do. The moratorium is over. It's a word he said through Sister Deborah Lowe. The moratorium has been lifted, he said, and the waiting is over. And that was September 30th. And even though this is October 8th, it's 8 days after that, you know as a Christian that one day is 1,000 years and 1,000 years is one day. So hold on, because he knows you want your own apartment. He knows you're going into your 6th widow and you've said, Lord, can this be the last widow? He knows you're moving into Carol's house and that with moving into it, since she knows the deal, she's saying, yeah, okay, we'll stay here. The Lord is not saying we kick you out, so yeah. I would say, she says, the only thing is let's have a short list. That's great, because then we'll know. Because I'm ready to clean up the whole house. But I don't know if I'm ready all the time, you know? But like she's saying, let's have a short list. And it's just like, you can clean up that, if you can do that for me, it'll be great for her because she goes to work and she works so much that she won't have to worry about how dirty the house is. Which to me, it's speaking span, but you know, she thinks it's dirty. But anyway. This is a joke for it to be me because I'm not a house clean. I'm not a clean house person. I'm just let it go. Hands, stuff all over the place. But I've learned in living with people to keep my stuff together and not have stuff all over the place, and certainly not to be dirty and not leave their stuff dirty. I must say, I'm not doing very well with Gloria's kitchen, but she keeps it so neat and clean. But when I see a little bit of stuff there in there, I'm always like into let me sweep this up, because it just makes me sad that I'm here and I know she's 70 and she's cleaning up and stuff. But anyway, whenever I get a chance, I clean up stuff. Speaking of which, my mother's kitchen, without Santos, so I'm gonna do some scrubbing there. Yesterday was such a wonderful day. I felt so excited. I felt so thrilled. I was like, I couldn't explain my thrillness. How do I say it right? Let me go. I'm just going to make sure you're not hearing everything on the TV. So let's see.